Right guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different to the track challenges. We're going to be looking at all 4 of the warp zones in Trials Fusion. This was actually a requested video by a subscriber, so I'd like to thank that subscriber for the request. And we're going to jump into the video. The first warp zone is located in Arctic Open on the Track Fusion factory. So throughout this video I'm going to show you all 4 of the warp zones in the game. I'm going to show you how to get there, and I'm also going to show you me completing it, so prepare for a lot of mistakes because some of them are pretty difficult. So if we jump straight into it on Fusion Factory, I'm going to start the track with the flips. Right, and then when you get to this checkpoint here that we've just passed, you want to go not too slow, you want to go slow enough so that you miss the loop and you land on this platform down here, and then you'll see the like warping vortex thing, and it's going to bring you to the first warp zone. So if we get through here, best bike to use for all of the warp zones is the Pit Viper. There we go, nice and slowly up there, accelerate, and then if we keep going, come on, make it up, there we go. Right, so there's another checkpoint. So the warp zones, oh my god, we done it with no mistakes. Wow. So all of the warp zones are actually track challenges, and you'll know which tracks they're on if you just press X before you start the track. It will give you a list of all the challenges, and that is the first mistake. But that is warp zone number 1, which is found in Arctic Open on the Track Fusion factory. Right, this is warp zone number 2. This is found in Urban Sprawl on the track Marina Mania. So as you get to this checkpoint on the boat here, you want to get onto this like pipe sort of thing, make sure it leans forward, then accelerate off it, and then go up here, and then the vortex thing will spawn and you'll be able to go to the warp zone. Right, so I haven't actually done these warp zones for a little while. Go on. Yes, look at that. Straight up there. Right, there we go. Make it off, cross to the other one. Right there, so we've got the checkpoint. There we go. And that is warp zone number 2, found in Marina Mania in Urban Sprawl. Right guys, this is warp zone number 3. This is found on the first track in Skill Showcase called Rocky Road. So as you get to this checkpoint up here, you want to go down the pipe and then land yourself on this boulder, and then it's going to eventually start lifting you up. And you want to be careful because it does have like a sort of stop when it gets to the top that is possibly going to make you fall back down right there. So you'll see that my back wheel actually come off the boulder. And then you're going to want to lean back and accelerate and bunny hop into the warp zone, because you can miss it, and then if you do miss it and get the next checkpoint, you need to restart the whole track. So when you're in the 3rd warp zone, this is where things start to get really difficult. But if you bunny hop up there, hopefully make it. Yes, there we go. And then what you need to try and do, get onto this cube and then drop down so that you can bunny hop across to the next one. So this is probably where the mistakes are going to start happening. Although there was quite a few in the 2nd warp zone, there'll probably be, by the time we get to warp zone 4, we'll probably be getting over 100 mistakes. Right, so there we go, finally, full speed over that cube, and it will get you to the next checkpoint. And then this one is the same as the one in warp zone 2. So we need to get our back wheel onto the first cube, and then try not to bounce, but then try and, like, it's really difficult to explain, but if you try not to bounce your back wheel, and then fully accelerate, and then try and bunny hop when you get to the top of the cube, straight onto the other one. There we go. We need to try and lean forward. So as you saw from that mistake, when you get to the 2nd cube, like we just did, you need to be leaning forward so that you can get up there, and then you need to bunny hop over all 3 of these blocks. where if you can get the right height it shouldn't be too hard. So 1 bunny hop, 2, 3. Right, there we go. So you don't actually need to bunny hop. I thought you did, but you don't. You just need to accelerate over the first 2 blocks and then bunny hop off the final one to get up to the last cube to complete warp zone number 3. And I believe we actually done that one with less mistakes than number 2. Right, so we're at the start of the track for the final warp zone number 4. This is on the Greater Crater in Experts Club. And it's the final one in the game. So you want to get the rocket and it's going to shoot and it's going to blow a hole in the ground right from the start of the track. And then as we eventually get up there, you want to drop off the edge and you won't crash, and then slowly reverse into the warp zone, and then you want to just complete the warp zone. This one is the hardest one by far. Right, so there we go. Finally made it over the first block. 25 mistakes and almost 2 minutes in. So you need to try and land your back wheel on all of them. When you hit the first one, if you just lean forward, it should give you the momentum to make it to the second one. Like that. There we go. Right, and this one, you want to try and bunny hop off the first block, if we can even make it on the first block, to get up to the second one. So you want to do this at a good enough angle so that you get the distance from the bunny hop to make it up there like that. And then it doesn't really matter that we fell off backwards because we got the checkpoint, and then you want to bounce off of that block we just landed on to get up to the next one. Right, there we go, that is the next one, and then this bit not too hard, just full speed, and there we go, that is the final warp zone in the game completed, guys. I hope this video helped you complete all the warp zones. Thank you for watching.